Just wondered if my handicap thing was going to show. Well, whenever anybody watches this, this is the Responsible Daddy Hour. And I'm outside of the Prior Lake High School. Ethel had the Timberwolves are holding basketball camps all around this area. And so she gets out in about a half hour. She's been here since about 1. She was real nervous going in. She's like, I don't know. But she saw, like, when we were getting out the car and walking into, she saw one of her friends. So it made her feel better. So that was cool. That was cool for her. She was kind of anxious, like, I don't know if I want to go. Hey, strong discernment, what's going on? Guess it's about to be the new year, psyching people out, making people think they're getting older. PJ, what's happening? How was the Raider game, baby? You know, the Raiders was my team for 30 years. From the time we started watching the AFL, 66. Yeah, 65, 66, I really started paying attention to the football. And as I've mentioned many times before, my stepfather liked the AFL because there were so many brothers playing. More brothers played in the AFL. If you look at the history of the of football, that's where a lot of brothers really got their chance. A symbolic. John Madden. I was looking at who did I don't think John Madden coached in the first Super Bowl, because, you know, the first Super Bowl, the first Super Bowl was the Packers, because the Packers lost in 61, and then I think the Packers won the championship 3 years in a row. Then the Packers lost to the Browns in 64 or 65. And then the first year of the Super Bowl, of course, I think the Packers beat the Cowboys in the first 2 NFC championship games to go to the Super Bowl. So the Raiders was my team for a long time. Hey, Infinite Consciousness, that's my man. Oh, if you guys are One Infinite Consciousness, if you guys are not watching his work, he is putting together a comprehensive thing on I would almost say it is a Captain Jabber. I would almost say it is a out here still moving around like a ninja with the family. Oh, that's cool then. But I would say it is a comprehensive, I would almost say CIA, CIA government on killing rappers in a timely manner. Now, you know, I say them peoples is behind it, but the military wings of them peoples is shortly the Jesuits. That is the military wing. Hey, Dr. Sinister. And so this military wing is going after rappers, but again, it is in a ritual way. It is a very ritual way they going after rappers. So One Infinite Consciousness is doing great work. I think he did work off his book the other day. So One Infinite Consciousness, watch him. I believe that is his work. You know, I got dyslexia, so I get things mixed up. Oh, I wanted to point this out to people too. Pay attention when you're coming in and out of stores. I was going out of Marshall's maybe 2 days ago, and I was coming from like the dollar store to get tape and shit. And so I was coming out and walking to my car. I had been in Marshall's before, but so I parked near the Marshalls, and, you know, I park handicap. And so, so as I was coming out, it was 2 brothers coming out, and one brother was a little bigger than me, a little heavier, but he had his hand in his pocket. So as they noticed me, like they didn't think I was paying attention. So it's like the one dude crossed the street, the other one dude was checking me out and hesitating. I noticed he had his hand in his pocket. Well, you know, I always carry a little pistol on me, so it's like I put my hand in my pocket and I checked him out. And then, like, he noticed I checked him out. And so up here has been a lot of carjackings and shit. So be aware. You know, you see people watching you, be in a defense position. YouTube channel's One Infinite Consciousness. Okay, yeah. He makes good work. One Infinite Consciousness, again, it's mugs that think, and that's what I like. I like connecting with thinkers, and he's a thinker. And as I tease Zach, I have no battle with Zach. You know, I tease him, and Zach comments on my stuff. Shoot, I've been rocking with Zach since the summer of, whenever he started that call-in show. Was that the summer of 16? I want to say, damn, that might be the summer of 16 Zach started doing his show, his call-in show. And so I just tease him, I just tease him. I've noticed a lot of gang stalking on this trip. That's something to be aware of too. What's funny is the gang stalking, like cars, like there's a little cut to go to like where my daughter lives. So where I go to the end of my street and there's a little cut. And out of nowhere, I live in a quiet little town. I did a video on Draco, the ruler, a couple of days ago. Yeah, I think I watched that one too. But it's a system. But let me finish my story. It's like that gang stalking is crazy. It's like I'm crossing the street and out of nowhere in this little town I live in. Somebody said, hey, and I missed it. Out of nowhere, all these cars coming. And it's like a kind of a funny thing about gang stalking is being patient is a way to beat it. You notice the energy going into 222? It's a sinister. I would say things is more sinister. If you really look at it, it's more sinister now than I think I've ever noticed. We live in sinister times. This energy, whatever runs this thing, it's a very sinister thing running this thing. I don't think we have as sinister times as we ever had. And that doesn't necessarily mean chaos, but it's very a sinister time. A very sinister time. So kind of hard to get your finger on it, but I feel the sinister energy everywhere you go. I mean, again, we got a ton of people wearing masks when masks ain't even mandated. But these people are so programmed. Let me say, on the radio, how did the radio just go? Get your jab, get your jab, get your jab, get your jab. You can get Moderna. And in this rap song with this nigga singing, they was telling you what jab you can get. I mean, the shit was like, I'm sitting there listening to it. I'm like, and this is, a melanated station, but they're going, get your jab. They're trying to get a drill, and what it's called drill kind of stuff. They're kind of getting that drill in your head because when, that's what repeating is. But it's like, get your jab. That shit is crazy. It is so crazy. And so it's a sinisterness. I can't even find your channel on YouTube. Oh, yeah. I tried to find his channel too. When I looked it up on my TV, when I looked for One Infinite Consciousness on my TV, it wouldn't come up on the TV. Yeah, no one gives all this shit anymore. Yeah, people really don't. But yeah, I looked for him on my TV and it wouldn't come up on my TV because I think my phone was charging. So, but as I said, I'm waiting for Ethel to come out. She's at practice. She got a sweet Timberwolf jersey, and she doesn't have practice like this week or last week. So yeah, you got to do a little dig deep to find his channel because they try to ban this kind of stuff. They try to ban the government going after people. And it's cold as fuck here. I mean, let me see if I can get when this kicks off. It's 8 above 0, and I ain't even got the car on. I'm bundled up, but it's 8 above 0. It got to -1 last night. And the next couple of days, it's going to be in that negative shit, where you throw hot water in the air and shit, and the shit fucking freezes. It's going to be negative the next couple of days. And the heating bill, like my heating bill in the wintertime is generally about $100 or less. I think it was $200. I checked it out. Because I subbed to it. Yeah, there you go. If you might, they block this information. They don't want this information coming out. They don't want people to understand all lizard men run society. It could be. That's kind of what Bomber was talking about. He was talking about the goats fighting the snakes, He was talking about the goats fighting the snakes. And we know them peoples is behind the goats. When Carmeo and all them hijacked when they hijacked, the melanated movement of American Indians, all them cats was Israelites. All them cats was Israelite. And so we know that them peoples is behind the goats. And then we have to find the people that is, behind the dragons, behind the snake, but it's more like the dragon, so. And he talks about the clash of these people. That's interesting. Vlad, Vlad ain't been with us. Vlad, he them peoples, and that's what people don't understand about Russia. People do not understand that Russia is them peoples. That's why I made that video. That's why I made that video about the Jesuits was along in World War II. And the Jesuits did not help Jesuit Tsar Nicholas. Now, unless you saying because Nicholas was a Catholic, Jesuits is Catholics. They ain't Christians, they Catholics. So they didn't help Tsar Nicholas because the Bolsheviks, and as I said this before, you do a deep dive, look at what them Nazi soldiers say they was fighting when they went into Russia. Yeah, Greg, he is. He's what's the word? Hey, conspiracy. So find some of them books that the Germans talk about when they went into Russia, who they was fighting. You know, they want to say that they wiped out them Russians. No. Santos, Bansili. I've watched some of his older work, Santos' older work, but I'm sub to him, but some of the times you see he put some compromised shit out there. And if you say compromised shit one time, it make like Quantum of Science. I've even caught him saying some compromised shit. So if you say compromised shit one time, it's like almost everything's compromised. Now, that don't mean I can't listen to some stuff, but if you make videos and your videos show you a compromise, the Germans were terrified. Well, the Germans said they was going in there fighting demons. That's what you can find books. It's starting to get cold here now. My legs feel it. But the Germans talk about fighting demons. And I ain't talking about them making up shit. I'm talking about the people that they was fighting. They say that the people were demons. So these things about the clothes coming out and, you know, you walking up and you seeing all the clothes, that ain't what they said they was fighting. They said they was fighting pure demons. So, again, explain that. I mean, if you think Jesuits rule the world, explain how they let the Tsar get captured. You know, the Tsar was Queen Victoria's, was them's cousin. Is Enlightenment real or is New Age nonsense? Enlightenment. Well, like I'm reading a thing where they put Buddha's writings into like a Bible book, and it talks about how he dealt with people and how he moved, and you know, the little begging cup and stuff. Are there people, because enlightenment is odd. It's like we was talking about the Matrix movie. I got you, bruh. When you look up your channel, it doesn't come up. Okay. Pure heart. I would say, how many beings have a pure heart? That's what I would say. And beings that have a pure heart tend to radiate greater. So I don't know if it's enlightenment, but it's like, and so if you read a lot of the Buddha's work and the way he moved, he had a pure heart. And so is the Matrix movie worth watching? I hate movies. I have no patience for movies. I watched all that shit. I gave it a 6.5. Again, as I just mentioned, when Bugs takes him, he finally goes in, the door showing the light. The rest of the time when they went in portals, they didn't show the light, but that kind of shit. It's a decent movie. I think they did too many flashbacks as filler. It's a 2.5 hour movie, and you telling me in 2.5 hours you got to put all these flashbacks like people didn't follow the thing. But I think that it wasn't negative, but it was just like they didn't need it. The new character development was great. It was okay, you know. Was some truth in plain sight in the movie? Yeah, it was some truths. It was some truth. Well, thank you, One Infinite Consciousness. Brother, you impress me more and more every time I watch you. And like I say, I just joke about Zach. I know Zach gets it. So Zach learns. I've noticed that 6.5 is fair. Yeah, that's what I give it. I give it out of a 10, a 6.5. I haven't watched it again. Oh yeah, I did. I messed around and watched it the other night again. So it's okay. It's okay. Like I mentioned, if movies are stupid, I quit watching them, and I get all that shit free. You know, I might go see the Spider-Man at the movie. I wanted to go yesterday. We had a damn blizzard. You gave it a 4. Greg said he gave it a 4. Okay. But yeah, yesterday the movies was $5, and we had a blizzard yesterday. I mean, we had shit 6-7 inches. No, we had about 5 inches of snow, so it snowed all day yesterday. So I didn't go nowhere. I had everything in the crib. I want to see the new Matrix movie. I ain't seen it yet. Okay, yeah, it's worth to watch. I mean, if you watch the other stuff, it's worth to watch. Yeah, so it's not bad. And I'm sorry about all my videos. I noticed the skipping. I forget to undo the Wi-Fi. For some reason, when I do the videos and the Wi-Fi is connected, because my computer is still in the shop, and I'm like, I got a lot going on now. And I hate to talk about stuff because sometimes you sabotage, but my lawyer sent me more work on these cases I got against the NCAA, because I got several cases against the NCAA, and looks like this shit is gonna come through. So looks like I'm gonna be able to get these properties. We gonna see. I hate to speak on this shit, because then when you speak on this shit, you got all these jabs coming, you know, when shit looks like it's getting close, you got all these hands that's stabbing at the shit, but it looks like it. And my ultimate goal is really like to bring C over here to Minnesota to help me hook up a studio and bring people here. That's my goal. The properties I'm looking at, one property, people don't understand, like when you kill shit and you stuff it in your house, it's people that don't like that shit. And like I had bought a property earlier where that dude, he had 1,000 and some shit in the house, and I was really iffy about buying the house, but the deal was such a good deal, but I flipped it. But like, this motherfucker had killed a bear, he had killed a crocodile, he had, like where his children played in the basement, he had that dead shit all around. So this one property I liked, dead shit everywhere. So I told my realtor, I'm not going in that motherfucker. But then they showed another room, because the property is 10,000 square feet. But shit, they showed a room that they didn't ever show before. Now the property doesn't have a pool. This other property I'm looking at on the lake has a pool. It has a pool. It has a greenhouse, big pole barn, but 68 acres. So I could expand and build a studio on that. So I'm kind of looking at all. So, but this other property has a room that's gotta be, fuck. I would damn near say this room is big as maybe a regulation basketball floor, maybe a little smaller than that. I mean, it's a huge room. And that's why I've been kind of looking for where I could set up a studio and then bring people and have people, you know, fly people in and have people, you know, be able to do live and let people see this area here, and then the energy between live people. So that's my goal. And again, when you try to do shit like this, there's knives poking at that shit to put the air out of it. So I hate even speaking on it, but that's my goal. We'll see if it comes to fruition. We'll see. Because last time these motherfuckers, I lost 700,000 because these motherfuckers told me to go ahead. I'm like, look, what is, you gonna guys, is the judge going to stop it at the last minute, or do you motherfuckers sending the money? They're telling me they sending the money, talk to the realtors. Here I go dealing with the fucking realtors. The house was 700,000. The money I was gonna get was way more. And then the judge at the last minute is an injunction. The money doesn't come through. And that house today, that 700,000 house today is worth 1.4. I could have flipped that house and made 700,000. So lawyers kind of suck. I kind of hate I lost all that money, but that's just how it goes. That is how it goes. And that house, you can't even hardly find a house like this. These other houses is in Prior Lake, but they're not in proper Prior Lake. It's kind of, they're a little out. That house was in Prior Lake, kind of around the corner from where I live now. But that's the kind of shit you come up with when you try to do shit. So hopefully this shit is different, and the knives that try to hold you back, take my advice, it might hold you back. Smiling faces tell lies. What time is it? Okay, Ethel's got about 10 minutes, so I'll go on about 10 more minutes. I might come on tonight, I don't know. But so that's my goal. That would be the long tour goal. I really would love to bring my brother here, so all of us is together, coming through one of these days anyway. Okay, yeah. Because that's my goal, is to bring my brother here and then set him up in a place so the children are here and with my mother, so my mother don't have to work anymore, which she likes working. I mean, you know, she really does. But that's the long-term goal. Really try to make this like a real channel, a real talking hour, bringing people here. Like we have deals on getting tickets to the Timberwolves, deals on getting tickets to the Vikings. I tell you what, if anybody came here, you want to know what a fun time is? Hockey games is the funnest shit in the world. Especially going with my son. I mean, that shit is so fun. I mean, hockey here, motherfuckers yell until the game is over. I mean, it is quite the phenomenon. Even if they getting blown out, motherfuckers yell until the shit ends. It is quite the phenomenon to watch. I mean, it really, like, you couldn't even do a live in the hockey game because all you'd hear is screaming people. But it's really it's fun watching hockey live. Now, this high school, this is a big, huge addition that they put onto the high school. But like Minnetonka High School, wow, interesting. Never been to a hockey game. I've been going to hockey games since I was a little boy. Growing up in Michigan, my high school team had hockey. And then my stepfather worked for General Motors, and they because he was an engineer, he got in where they was ushers for the Kalamazoo Wings. That one dude, the Mafia connection in New Jersey, played the Kalamazoo Wings. Like when they broke the dude's neck and shit. I don't know if y'all caught that on Netflix, but they played the Kalamazoo Wings. So I've been going to hockey shit. The first hockey game I went to was in the 60s because Western Michigan, check this out. They should legalize fighting in all sports. Basketball used to be fighting all the time. But check this out. When Western Michigan, the first hockey game I went to, for some reason, my father had to go to a hockey game for a class. And it was 68, 69, or 70. Don't you know college hockey was played outside? Western Michigan played outside in the 60s. They played fucking outside. Oh, yeah, it's cold as shit here. What did I say? What does it say? What does my car say? Here we go. 8 above. It's 8 above here. But Western Michigan played outside. I don't think they built their arena until the mid-70s, mid-70s, because when I was a cop at Western, they had the arena by then. But hockey's fun. I mean, it's just crazy fun. -1? Oh, okay. My car say 8 above. I'd have to look at the phone, but that's what my car say. But yeah, okay. Hopkins. Oh, okay. Well, you ain't but 20 miles away. Okay, you ain't but 20 miles away from me. I used to live in Hopkins. I liked that area. I really did. I like the Hopkins area. They got a lot of antique shops and shit. I like that area. 72 degrees in Tallahassee. Whoa, that's like Dewan B and it was, and you know the California cats talk about how cold it is there. Is this a troll? Is this a troll? Y'all get rid of the troll for me. But they was talking about how cold it was, and it's like in the 50s in California. I'm like, 50s? Man, we was playing pickleball. I mean, we still play pickleball here in this cold. Yeah, I played pickleball, 2 weeks ago? I played outdoors pickleball. So yeah, 72, we wearing shorts. I'm wearing shorts in 72. Yeah, anything like 50 and above, I ain't really wearing a coat. It's hoodie weather. 50 degrees here is hoodie weather. We play with hoodies. Start wearing, some people wear shorts in the 50s. So, but be careful, during these holidays, be safe. I mean, motherfuckers is more desperate than ever. Don't look like a soft target. Make yourself look like a hard target. I'm about to have to go in this school's message deleted. Thank you, PJ. Thank you. That looked like that was a troll. And so looks like I'm gonna have to end this thing. So again, I'm in line, all these parents in line picking up people. It's funny, I'm going to okay. Oh, there he is. That's my brother there. Well, I missed what he said. But send power to my brother, What the hell just happened here in my glove? It's this white shit. He needs the power. Big up. Well, thank you. So I'm about to go in here and get her. But I want to tell the story. So we was going in and it's like they was carrying balls, and my ex didn't tell. They had balls here because a lot of WNBA players is up in here helping with the Timberwolves. I didn't see any Timberwolves in here, but it is their program. They're going to different schools holding these camps. It's been a 2-hour camp. He was in Russia. Oh, he was a Russian. There you go. Because I talk about them peoples and Russians want to come in here. But I saw a little girl and she's like, oh, all these boys. I'm like, you'll get your opportunity. Don't worry about it. Go on in there, honey. You'll get your opportunity. So I told this little girl, she kind of laughed. And so my daughter saw her schoolmate, so she went in there. But working out. Oh, and don't remember, basketball for girls is big here. That Paige girl, she broke her leg this year, but she was in the championship, lost the championship last year. She was player of the year as a freshman. That chick is from Hopkins. You know, Vanetta says she's in Hopkins. That's where this girl is from. Chad is from Minnehaha, went to Minnehaha Academy. I think he lives in Minnetonka. And so, I mean, this is becoming a basketball hub. So with girls, I mean, this another girl that's a top girl in the country again, that's out of this area. So I'm not pushing my daughter. I'm letting her do it. We'll do work in the summertime if she's not traveling. There's another, when the first of the year in Eden Prairie, which was on the other side of Hopkins, we're actually going more south. But they're having a camp. One of the ex-Globetrotters is holding it. So I might get her into that. So we'll just to see how much. And she's bringing the ball. They can't press, but she's bringing the ball up. She's still pushing a little two-hand, you know, but as she gets stronger. I didn't play my first organized basketball until I was in fifth grade. I went to camps, but basketball, my first team was Lincoln Elementary School. And I wanted to Spencer Haywood. You know, I marked myself with the 24 because Spencer Haywood, when I was in fifth grade, was my favorite player. Spencer Haywood and Connie Hawkins was my two favorite players. And, you know, Spencer Haywood started the hardship. He was the first one. He jumped into the ABA, but he turned out the 68 Olympics. You can catch tape of that. Spencer Haywood turned out the 68 Olympics. That's when, you know, all of them banned, and when the dudes is doing Nazi salute, got the brothers doing, I mean, this is Nazi saluting to people. You know, Dark Man X had figured that out. It's so, yeah, emulating them motherfuckers. So, well, I got to go pick up this girl. This is Responsible Daddy Hour. So when school picks up, I'll start doing these little videos. Might get on a little later. I'll see how I feel. Shit, I had a cold. My son has strep, and he keeps strep. You know, that's why I never throw, I don't care what they say, don't throw away your medicines. Like, you get penicillin, don't throw that shit away. Had to dribble that tennis ball here and there. There you go. I tell you, another thing is a little tiny bouncy ball. That's what I used to do. I used to work with the little tiny bouncy balls. That's why I hate they don't make the super balls, because the super ball was a little bigger, and that shit would really help. But yeah, the tennis balls help. Pistol Pete's drills. Pistol Pete's drills are still used and effective. The shit he invented back in the 60s, his shit is still effective. You see everybody still doing Pistol Pete's ball handling drills, because what he invented, everybody used. Like, they used to make Pistol Pete go out before the games, like the Globetrotters, and do his drills. And so, really effective. But I'm gonna go. So this has been the Responsible Daddy Hour. Maybe you can look for me around midnight or so tonight. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys. And yeah, get on One Infinite Consciousness. Get on his stuff. You know, dudes who aspire to be rappers, you got to tell them the price of fame is hell. And the price of fame now is death. I mean, one song, you know, like that song. Remember that song, Hey Baby? Now, I think he's still alive, but I'm saying you never know what will hit the vibration. Penicillin will knock the sickness that's going around out. That's what my son been on. I've been using natural shit. I had to turn one of my humidifiers on, and then I got in my son's ass. Let me finish with this. This motherfucker gave these people my goddamn what is it called? You get the menthol. I can't think of the nebulizer. He gave my fucking nebulizer away. I was madder than the motherfucker, about to fuck him up. I told his mother, if you don't come get this motherfucker, I am going to end up fucking this boy up. And and she's like, calm down, how come? Because it was the storm and shit. She's like, but I'm like, nigga, how could you give away my nebulizer, this medical equipment? Well, such and such and such. And he gave it to scammers, but I texted them and they brought it back. They bought me a new hose. So I had to apologize. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But he bought me a new hose. So I had to use the nebulizer last night. It's just everybody got the heat on and it gets so dry. I got electric heat and it gets so fucking dry. So I had to turn on the goddamn humidifier, and it kind of Because like our rooms get so hot, we don't even hardly turn the heat on in our rooms. We really don't, because it's just like the fucked up level. It'd be burning up or it'd be freezing. And so like he'll open the window. Man, they gave him a sob story, and these are scammers. I mean, my man DJ is cool, but his girl, and I guess he was having a bad. He said the shit didn't even help him. He had to go to the hospital. So, see, he ain't going in. And so he brought it back to me, and I had to use it last night. Okay, people starting to come out. Maybe she'll come out. Let me see. Is that her big self? Ha! Now, this is Minnesota. Now, Vanetta said it's -1. My car's saying 8 above. Here's a little girl walking out here with shorts on. 8 above or -1. The wind chill factor is probably -1. I'm going to turn my car back on. I don't know if I'm going to have to go get her. She going to come and see my shit's fogging up in the back. Because I ain't got no heat on and I'm breathing up in here. But this is Minnesota. It's like my son played basketball. Everybody going in the gym with slides. Why are you acting like the doors ain't locked? Well, the door's locked. That door open. That was a dumbass. He walking around all these doors. It's a big sign that says on the door, in. All the other doors is locked. Wouldn't you go into the one that says in? But I'm looking at these girls. All these little girls coming out here with because I know my daughter probably going to be looking for me inside. Let's see. Miss Ethel. Another girl coming out here with shorts. This is Minnesota, y'all. Little boy coming out here. Boots. He got boots on with shorts. He's wearing boots, but he's got on shorts. So this shit is so funny. Oh, this little girl, like I said, she got on slides. She got on slides. She's wearing shorts outside, and she's got on slides with socks. Yeah, this shit's coming out. Maybe she'll come out. I can turn the ride back on. Get some heat to the back. I know she got her phone on her. That's what she got for Christmas. She got her phone. Let me turn the heat down. So maybe she'll just walk outside. Let's see. But here's another little boy wearing boots. He's wearing boots. It's 50 here in Vegas. Ooh, yeah, that's hoodie weather. All these children coming out here. And that's the funniest thing. Boots and shorts is so funny. Oh, here she come. Let's see, she put her pants back on because I'll be getting on her. She put her pants back on. She rocking the headband though. Face all red, so I know she got a good little workout. Little girl right here, she ain't even got on a coat. She wearing shorts. She holding her Air Force Ones in her hands. And there she is. So till we meet again, this is Responsible Daddy Hour.